Welcome, boys. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you about some home improvement stuff we got going on. I probably should have done it before when the fence was still there, but I'll show you what we've been doing today and what we have going on in the future. So this is currently the driveway. You can park two beasts, as you can see, side by side. This is the road. I fixed quite of a dip. There's a big dip here, and water used to pool there, so I kind of poured a little bit of that asphalt and pounded it down. Then you can see there's not really a big curve on this side, but it is kind of tapered. But what we're going to do is started from this curve and then kind of going straight. We'll be pretty close to where the pole is. And this is all going to be gravelled. So that way when you step out of the car, you're not stepping into grass. And then ditto for back here. So just going to continue that way, because at the moment that is a massive inconvenience for me to be able to park these cars side by side. Now Katie parked this one, so she does have enough room to get out. And once the stuff we have going on gets taken care of, we won't be parking up here so much anymore, because only some of my cars are here, as you can see. Katie's gone for the day, but BMW's still here, Crown Vic's here, and the Beetle's in the garage. Those are the only cars we have here. We don't have the Camaro here, we don't have the Corvette here, and we don't have a mystery new car that I've got coming here that we're going to do some work on and restore coming soon. And old viewers of this channel will recognize this car when it comes here. But in any case, I'm going to have new concrete poured, because as you can see, we only have a one-car garage, but I have multiple cars. But we do, at the very least, have the double wide driveway, which I do appreciate. So there's a little bit of room between them. But the game plan is all this is going to be concreted. So I'm going to have a driveway that I can park essentially two more cars in tandem, two big cars, like let's say the P71 or the E38, or if I get three tiny cars such as the Neon, the Beetle, and the car that will be coming our way soon. If I get all those in here, we could probably go 3 deep. But we're gonna have concrete come out here, and then it's going to kind of taper to that fence. And that's because once we get the concrete poured back here, I'm going to build a lean-to off the side here. And then, of course, to drain it for the gutter is going to come down here, and then I'm just going to gravel this side as well. And the gutter is going to run underneath the gravel all the way out to the street, and that's where the water is going to go for the drainage. And that's the only reason it's getting tapered. If not for that, if I wasn't worried about the drainage so much, because I'm probably going to have to do that on the side, because the house is probably obviously not going to be able to drain right there anymore either. I'll just be draining in front of my car, but I don't know. We'll see about that. I may leave these, and then when I do the lean-to, just kind of go the same as the house, but obviously like a foot lower or so for that peak. And then the lean-to / carport will have its own drainage, and then that's what that's going to be for. But if not for that, if like that wasn't a thing, then I would just have the concrete go all the way out to the street on my property line. And then you'd be stepping out onto concrete. But so this is all going to be done. There was a fence here, which is the before part I didn't get. So I did have a fence with a gate, a swing gate here, but I knocked that and the fence posts out a little bit earlier. So the concrete's going to continue to go all the way back. And I'm interested in not getting so muddy. It's going to go all the way back, level here with the patio. Now this patio is not going to stay a patio. This is going to turn into a tool room. So it's going to come right off the back of the garage, and then when I open that garage door, which is going to currently put me behind the Beetle, so there's the Beetle. She's chilling, and I'll be able to open this door. So come from inside the house, come out this door, and then this will be a tool room. This is not going to be a patio for much longer. So what we're going to do is get a concrete saw here momentarily, saw however wide this needs to be for the walls, and then when the concrete people come, I'm also going to have them dig out about 2.5 feet out of the ground here along the perimeter of this tool room, because me and Steve are going to fill this with concrete, and then that's what we're going to use to support the walls and support the tool room. So we're going to build the walls around here. I believe we're going to have another door here to exit out onto the patio. So we're going to have another patio, or a patio, once this one goes away. It'll be over kind of here, running all the way up to the AC unit thereabouts. Those are the poles I dug out of the ground. And then the tool room is going to house all my tools. That way I don't have a bunch of tools and stuff in the garage taking up all that space. And currently I got a bunch of other tools and stuff and car parts down in the basement. So that's really cluttered at the moment. But once we get the tool room, all my tools and shelving and stuff, parts maybe, I might be able to put the parts in here as well. I don't know. But that'll be that. And then what I haven't decided is after I build up the tool room, if I want to have the lean-to go all the way back essentially. So, but that's probably what I'm going to do. So the lean-to is probably going to go all the way back. So that way both cars that are parked here, if the two big ones go here, will be covered. And then we're going to have gravel from here back. I'm going to put a shed, I think, in that corner over there, since it's kind of wasted space anyway because that transformer and whatever the hell that thing is. Since that's there taking up space, I can build a shed kind of sort of near there for the lawnmower and other garden outside things. And then we got those 2 Harbor Freight portable garages I bought a long time ago that I haven't erected yet, and they're going to go there and there, and that's where the Corvette and Camaro are going to live. So I'm going to have Corvette and Camaro living here under the Harbor Freight portable garages. They'll be able to drive through here on the concrete until it hits gravel, then they'll be able to maneuver this way slightly back in there, or I can just pull straight in, and then when they leave they can back out and go around and then out that way, assuming these other cars aren't blocking it. But the point is, those cars drive the least. I only drive them 2 car shows essentially, so it'll be fine if they just spend most of their time here sitting underneath the portable garages and the gravel. And that's where the pool was, so we might keep it there, or I might fill it and move it slightly someplace. I haven't figured that out yet. And then in case I need to get to the backyard, out of the backyard some other way without walking by the cars or carrying something big, I think this section of fence is just going to get taken out and leave the posts, and then just put like a double swing gate here, like either one big one or one that's split in the middle and can kind of open on either side. That way I can go in and out here. Or if I really needed to get one of the cars out and those other cars are blocking the way and I don't have time or something, I can just drive through the yard if I really want to and out onto the street. But that's what we got going on, boys. So I never did give a proper tour of the house, but this is going to be a work in progress, and this ain't going to be done soon. Like I ordered the concrete people. I had them come out and look at this and give me my quote and everything, and pay them their 40% or 60% or whatever I paid them down back in like May, I think. And it's now almost November, so 30th of October. So they're going to come in November and finally give me my driveway first. So I will be able to park 2 extra cars here, or at the very least move the cars that are all parked in front along here, so that way they're not all cluttered up in the front of the house and keeping me from getting the Beetle out of the driveway or out of the garage if I want to. And then while they're here, I'm also going to have them drop the gravel. So once that's done and that's doing its curing thing, I'm going to build the portable garages, And then once that's completely cured, then I can figure out what I want to park in the garages. If I want to put the Corvette Camaro in there immediately or wait, because they're fine where they are now. They're covered. They're secured. And then tool room. So once we get the tool room built, we'll be golden. I just need to figure out what I'm not sure of is the best way, because it looks like this plug on the outside. So power I'm going to get from here. I guess I'm going to lose my outside power, but I'm going to have to figure out how to wire another outlet out here. This power I think will be for the tool room, so I can tie into that and power other things in this room. Because I do keep the cars on battery tenders and chargers and things, I will need to run conduit, I guess, through the yard and to the portable garages. That way I'll at least be able to charge the cars, if nothing else. And then, but we'll burn all those bridges when we get there. The garage is pretty much going to be, so I didn't have the shelving when I first moved in, so I did get this here. Right now I got all my building materials there for the tool room, and then my drywall and my plywood and stuff over here, along with more boards down there. So that's being taken up a lot of space at the moment, which is why even working on this thing as small as it is, it's kind of tight getting around here. But like I said, once we get the shed, we can get the lawnmower out of here. The parts washer might go under the window, or it might go in the tool room, I don't know. But once I get all the stuff out of the way, I'll be able to take this kind of shelf, cut the bottom off right there. That way I got room to like essentially work on the side of the car. This will all be gone. I don't need any more shelving there. I want to be able to walk around the car and work on it. So these two things will stay, that'll go. And then I'll probably build a similar setup on this side once all the building materials are out of the way. And then Steve also built me this up here so I can store some stuff as well. We don't have it completely filled yet, but this will just be for, I guess, seasonal decoration type things that Katie has to buy and hog up space for. Because I don't think I'm, or like, okay, I do have rare that I'm going to need car parts up there, like the spare radiator for the E38 is up there. I might put some other random spare parts, probably Beetle parts or something up there. And then that'll be, this is going to be the door for the tool room, the exterior door for the outside of the tool room. So that way, once I come out of the kitchen here, I can just open the door, bam, be out in the tool room, do whatever I need to do. My welder, that's over there currently in front of the parts washer, plasma cutter, drill press, all that stuff can be in here. And then the patio can be over there. That's where all this furniture can go, along with the grill. A little fire burner deal. And I guess while I got you boys here, I'll show you the basement, but it is a mess. Game room's down in here where all the checkerboard is. So we got the arcade cabinet set up, and then I got all my old N64, Genesis, those kind of games set up, and then my older consoles are down here. Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, Atari Jag, NES, SNES, GameCube, stuff like that. That all works on this older projection, big screen TV. And then, you know, the Boss and other various long guns should I need them. And I'm playing my games. And then on this side, the floor is not finished, and as you see, super cluttered, but this is all staying. This is a little bar area, if you will. Oh yeah, shop vac and stuff is going to go out in the tool room. But currently, we have some shelving set up down here that I have some tools and parts. And it's kind of dark. For some reason, it usually gets kind of brighter around here. But anyway, once all these totes get undone, unpacked, everything, this is all going to go where it needs to go. Some of it's clothes, some of it's tools, some of it's other random stuff. And this was actually a lot more cleaned out until I bought that Beetle, because now these are all like Beetle parts. I got Beetle parts for days. These are all Beetle parts. I got a windshield over here, the door panels, the carpet, all just headliners, all kinds of stuff for that thing. The dash, the muffler's in the garage, but it was down here. That's full of Beetle parts, carburetors and stuff. Drill press and everything's over there. So yeah, most of this stuff, this is all going to come out and then go in the tool room. And then other things in the garage, pressure washer and that big associated battery charger and jump deal. Saw, yeah, all this stuff is going to essentially go in the tool room once that gets built. And then I think in the garage I'll actually be able to keep some parts, but these might also go in the tool room too. Like I got all the spare winter tires for the P71, the spare tires for Katie's car. I got all the spare wheels for the Beetle. Those two have tires on them. But that's the other rim, and then there's another one. So I do have the other set of wheels for the Volkswagen. So I can roll these instead of those turtleback ones. We got Camaro parts and stuff up here. So that's kind of where we are at, home improvement-wise. So, and then my wheelchair that I preemptively bought from Harbor Freight because it was on sale. So that way I can make Katie push me around in it when I'm too lazy to walk. So, that's it. That's what we got going on. Kitchen. Also kind of a mess. I've been doing some work in there, plus it's still slightly cluttered. But anyway, that's it, boys. So, I just thought I would do this video just because I haven't done anything on this house yet, and I'm not sure if you even want to care to see any of the home improvement stuff. That's why we didn't film the shelf construction or this overhead shelf construction. But we do have work videos coming on the Beetle soon. Once the concrete and everything gets done, we should be able to drop the engine. It should clear, and then I'll be able to do all the work I need to do on it. And this is pool stuff. This will be out of the way. That needs to go up there, but I'm going to need Katie to assist me in getting it up there. But I'll only have to go this one time, because once we figure out its new permanent home, it'll stay out there. And I'm also not sure. I think I'll probably leave this cabinet and that. I'm not sure if I want to leave this here, get rid of it, and get like... Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. If I want to give more space in the garage, or if those can stay here and keep things in them, I'm not really sure yet. I do know, as like a workbench in the tool room, that's what this is actually going to be. This is actually a door. And what this will be used for is essentially, it'll be hinged up on the wall, then I'll be able to like fold it up so it takes less space, and then when I want to use it as a work table to work on, workbench, I can fold it down, and then I'll be able to work with it. So that's what purpose that thing serves. I think that'll be a pretty cool idea, because once I have all this room for activities, it can like go here on this side. It can fold up so I can put stuff underneath of it or up against it, and then when I need to work, boom, just fold it down. Do whatever I need to do on it. Put the vise on it. Do work with whatever I need to do on that workbench. So, all right, kind of a long-winded video, boys, but still, I'm pretty excited that we're finally getting things done, because the house has just been cluttered ever since I moved into it, because it's like I need more space, but I have to wait for the concrete people to do the driveway first. Then I can do the tool room. Then I can move everything and put it where it needs to go. Then once the garage gets cleared, then I can do the rest of the stuff in the garage. And I'm also going to do like a checkerboard floor in here, but it's going to be that big thick stuff that I've seen that's like an inch thick, like thick rubber. I think I'm doing like black or like blue and yellow checkerboard or something in here. And then for the tool room floor, I'm not going to leave it concrete. I'm thinking about doing like that fake vinyl wood stuff, so it looks like wood, it's vinyl. And then think about doing that in here. I should figure out the color. And then something similar for the other part of the basement eventually. Once I get everything out of that side of the basement, the unfinished side, then I'll be able to put the floor down there, and then that'll be pretty nice. So, alright, about a 20-minute video of me showing you stuff you probably don't even care about. But if you enjoyed the video, well, stay tuned so you can see the progress. And if you want to see some VW content, stay tuned. The P71's pretty squared away. There's really only a few things I still need to do to upgrades on that thing. Most of it's going to be general maintenance at this point. We do have some E38 stuff we have to do. ABS wheel speed sensor, sunroof seal, and that door handle carrier for the outside. And that's it on that. And then, of course, the Corvette's done. We got a bunch of videos on that that'll be coming out. Of course, by the time you see this, I'm pretty sure they would have already been out. And then we have that mystery car that will be showing up, where we can do some work on that as well. Like I said, some really old school viewers of the channel, they might be able to figure out what car that is. But it will be coming here. It used to not be mine. It is now. And then we'll have a bunch of restoration to do on that thing. So, catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, boys. Peace.